Welcome back to the Death Meets Dialogue Entertainment Network. This is The Depths of Fel'Than, Season 2, Episode 8, Wevils, Part A.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Depths of Fel'Than. So last you guys were on the decks of the Ner'Illes Mist. A large death hulk had just smashed into the side of it, and you guys were overrun with goblins. Then in the middle of this overrun, this mess of goblins everywhere, a friendly and familiar face comes from the bottom of the deck, from below deck.
Sorry, I don't know what it was. It's me! Just very excited. I'm like, oh yes, it's you!
And joins this mess on deck. And you guys easily enough get through it without too many severe injuries. Some of you got pretty messed up, but you got through it without passing out, I think. And at the very last point on the deck there, we have Ignavian and Abigail in each other's arms. We have Tanith and...
Whose arms is Tanith in?
I
mean, come on.
You guys can play that out as soon as we hit the play button again, but Nonny just kind of bowled out this one particular goblin as it sheared itself in two on Tanith's axe as it flew out into the sea and splooshes off in the distance. And that's where we come back. The sunlight has now incorporated mostly all the boat. The whale, the husk that is there, begins to move off. It's about 8 to 10 feet away from the ship as it is. You guys last seen that really gaunt-looking goblin with the yellow cloaks run down inside the blowhole. It's currently moving away. Beardo is over by one of the masts, one of the midpoint masts, holding this goblin, as this goblin's weapon has just broken off, and it just seemed to kind of give up under this hulk of Beardo standing behind him with his axe. And you guys can continue.
So, is this goblin passed out, or?
No, he's alive.
Is he awake, though?
He's awake, yep.
So who are you, little man? So he picked him, keep him up by the scruff of his neck and just shake him.
He doesn't really talk to you unless you're going to add something to it. He doesn't participate in conversation.
So I'm going to smile dopily at him, but just because of how big I am, I'm going to make an intimidation check on it, just because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing.
Of course, of course.
Love it.
Oh yes, Beardo, the lovable idiot.
And my intimidation. That's +4. Yeah, 9.
His eyes kind of look at you and then drift off to the side as he kind of meanders, or his from you holding his collar, he kind of drifts, and his eyes kind of drift out to the water.
Yeah. Hey, Tanith, I got one that lives. You want him? We can keep him as a pet. As I'm doing this.
Tanith will walk over, presumably still bleeding profusely. What's your name? Intimidation check. Let's just see what happens on that one. Oh no. Seems wrong, but okay. That's a 7.
A 7?
This is even worse than
Same
me.
thing. He doesn't seem angry. He seems to be defeated, but still unwilling to speak to you.
Okay, fine. We'll give him to the old one. Nonny, we got you a friend.
Lex hasn't met Nonny, has she?
Yes, you guys have seen each other briefly.
At the...
The first time you seen her is when she came out of the darkness and saved your arses the last time.
Did I?
Yep.
Oh,
Tanith was up in the
I don't
air,
remember that.
just about to be dropped on a
That was in the docks, wasn't it?
stalactite.
Oh,
that
yes.
goes up.
Oh, yes. I was there for that.
You have a habit of showing up at the most random, most opportune times.
Seems to be planned, you know.
Yeah.
Like someone's pulling the
D&D
strings somewhere.
is weird.
I have never planned anything in my life.
Shows, but it's hilarious.
So Nonny kind of toddles over and looks up at this very large orc man holding a very tiny goblin man and says, "What's your name, dear?" To she met Berdo too, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yes,
She knows Berdo.
you guys have
Sort
met,
of.
yes.
Hey, you. How you doing? Me, Berto.
Oh, Berdo, it's been a long time.
Yes, yes. Where'd you come from? Were you down cleaning the bottom of the ship?
This whole time. You could say that.
Okay. Hey, want to show you a magic trick?
Sure. Yeah.
Just hold your pan out. We're gonna play cast iron. And I throw the goblins against her pan.
Oh.
Not too hard.
Oh. All right then, Schlunk. What are we doing with this?
Well, I legitimately don't have his card. I must have his card
And he does.
because yeah, he's
I don't throw hard.
that's her. She has a magical hand.
Oh, good, perfect.
It heats up when bad guys hit it.
It does stuff.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Barbie crutches?
She got so much Barbie stuff for Christmas.
No, I don't have it written down, so I'm going to say he takes it like a champ. His head clangs off of it. It doesn't actually activate because it's not you're not using it as an attack action, but
Yeah, because that'd be awkward if I was like had it strapped to my back and it just lit up.
yeah.
Probably still have it in your hand at this
Owie,
moment.
owie, owie.
But yeah, you kind of do you throw him. You throw him. He hits the frying pan. He falls down to the ground in a heap. He doesn't stand up. He just is this little tiny heap of a goblin. I mean, he's built. He's muscular and ripped like some weird man baby, but he's a goblin.
Man, baby. It's not
I'm coming to get you.
description. I'm picturing like Vern Troyer,
Oh,
like mini
God.
me.
Yeah, except for the shirt off and just stacked.
And green.
Oh,
Like, kind of looks like a Super Saiyan, but
Super Saiyan.
a tiny goblin.
okay.
Yeah.
Nonny just kind of blinks at this goblin that's just been thrown at her, and then looks at Tanith and says, "What are we doing with this?
He got him.
You have to feed him."
I've already kind of took off. Not really paying attention to the world.
The lovable bear it away.
Yes, I'll feed him.
When in doubt, feed him.
I'm not gonna eat him.
This went a different way. The last time they found goblins, they crushed their heads like watermelons.
Well, apparently he wants to keep this one as a pet.
Okay.
As long as he's useful.
But he currently seems just really bad rolls. The first one he rolled a natural 20, the second rolled a natural 18 against their checks, and their checks were really bad. So he seems to be just defeated, but doesn't seem to be aggressive in any way.
Maybe we should get him a different pet. Like a cat or something. This will do for now.
So, what else is going on other than this little goblin that we've seen fixated on?
The other ship, the whale, seems to be moving away.
Mhm.
Not at any great speed, but parting ways from you guys. It's about 20 feet away now. As the ship you're on, the Ner'Illes Mist is also pulling to the left. It's pulling to the right.
Mhm.
Kind of, you guys are just kind of splitting ways.
Okay.
The rest of the ship hands, which number quite fewer than there were before, because I think there was about 8 to 10 that were killed or hit by waves and knocked off. But the rest of them, all of them, it's all hands on deck now, and they're up there cleaning up, fixing things as fast as they can. They don't know if there's going to be another strange attack. But
Where were we going? So it's been so long. So where were we going on this ship? Because I came here by teleport.
that's right. Last
So did I.
yeah. last time you guys did on the last episode, I believe, you guys had to make a stop into an island to restock, as some of your stock, too much stock, had gotten broken, and all the pickles and everything got smashed open.
Not the pickles.
I still smell vinegar.
Oh no.
So you guys were en route for an island called Sky High Island, also known as Chicken Island.
So were we just taking passage on this ship, or were we?
You guys were refugees, actually.
Refugees.
Kind of. You
Okay.
ran from.
So we're not. We don't actually work for the captain or anything like that. We're just kind of.
No, but you guys have held your own on more than one occasion, so you kind of have infamy status amongst the ship, I guess. And he's taking you all. The ship was destined for a few different areas. One of them being.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see where we're going with this at this point.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Because obviously missed a few episodes.
You guys were headed originally to the tailings.
Yeah.
Other than this slight diversion, that is your still intended destination.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I wouldn't know this yet as Beardo. Anyway.
Yeah.
refresh my memory. How far away is the whale boat?
About 18 to 20 feet.
Dennis is gonna solve a problem before it happens. He's gonna take the goblin. You're going home. Walks over there like yeet. Throws the goblin towards the whaleboat.
Sure. He tumbles and hits the side of the whale and tumbles and kind of goes to slide off the edge, but reaches up and grabs some of this netting that seems to be attached to the whale through a harpoon in its side that goes down around its mouth, and he just kind of looks back at you guys in the ship, crawls up halfway to the top where he can stand up and looks back one more time, and then scurries inside the ship.
My puppy. What did you do?
Solving problems. The last time there was goblins on a ship, it didn't go well.
Okay.
Reference way back when Tanith angered the gods by killing a goblin on a boat.
Turned him into mist.
All right, fair enough. Well, I'm gonna go. We got nothing else, so I'm just gonna clean my axe off and find my magic wands, and I'm going to go help the crew here.
You probably reflect. You did some pretty cool magic stuff last episode. You threw your axe lit up in fire and everything like that. Big developmental changes for you.
So I'm gonna help the crew out while I'm doing this, and just kind of ponder what happened last time, because I actually got to cast magic. I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard. I knew it.
Good boy.
So he goes off, starts helping the other deckhands and everything like that. You punt the goblin to the other ship. The goblin's ship slowly begins to sink and go further and further out, always staying outside of this light that's expanding from the ship, as you guys can see. And as soon as it goes down, you guys can kind of see that the clouds kind of clear, and the day begins to get brighter, and the wind hits the sails one more time.
Alright, goblins. Both real and imaginary.
And you guys are on deck. You guys can see Ignavian and Abigail kind of walk over and look at this new addition. As they look at you, Nonny, this captain, a blue-skinned man with white hair, and I think she's an elf. Half elf, maybe. Ignavian and Abigail is a wood elf. She's a wood elf. And
She does like her some wood.
she does approach you,
Captain's wood.
and the captain says,
I'm sensing something here.
"Yeah, you'll see." And the captain then says, "You seem to be attracting all sorts of people when we're not even in dock. They just keep showing up. Should I expect any more people? Any more friends you might have?"
Don't think so.
I forgot he's supposed to go pirate.
Yeah, close enough.
Well, that better be the case.
I'm making no promises, though.
And
We weren't expecting these ones, to be fair.
No, he just smiles and waves.
he puts out his hand and he says,
Slightly frantically.
"The name's Ignavian. What's your name?
You can call me Nonny.
What can you do for us, Nonny, now that you're here? Unless you have some coin to pay for your travel. One must work their way on this ship.
How do you feel about food?
Well, we're pretty set with the cook as it is.
Dude,
Oh, no.
she made a high elf eat meat.
Oh no.
A vegetarian high elf made him eat meat. And he loved it.
Oh, well, you're going to have to discuss that with Rosquell.
Oh,
that's
swell.
With the hairy clams.
I feel like
You-
I
you
want
missed-
to meet Rasquel with
You
the
missed a
hairy
great
clams.
episode. That was a good one. But
They're a delicacy.
Where might one find Rasquel?
yeah, you can find him down in the galley.
To the galley I go.
And Ignavian nods to the rest of you, and him and Abigail.
I don't know where the galley is. I just teleported over this boat.
Portaled in.
I'm just wandering around the boat going, no, that's not the galley. Fun eventually. Be home.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long.
Smell the mediocre food, you'll find it.
Follow my nose.
And
Well,
Ahoy!
he is here
He snuck right in.
because O'Reilly.
as a man of dark skin. This dark purplish hued skin kind of climbs down the netting as you begin to walk down these stairs. You are old enough to know him as a drow. Very recluse, very rare in these parts.
But purple. Pretty purple.
Healthy purple.
Healthy purple?
Healthy purple.
How you know that they're healthy.
What is unhealthy
And
Who is this? This is
purple? Rasquel.
Rasquel?
no, this is Salazar. This is Riley's character.
Oh, so we're talking about. I thought you meant when I got down to the galley. Okay.
No, not yet. Since you just showed up, we're gonna put you in.
You're
immediately.
in,
now.
man. You're in.
You're in. And you just seen Tanith throw the only goblin survivor,
Like
the
a
goblin
football.
chief, like a football to the
Berto's pet goblin, I might add.
to the whale husk that begins to go and move out to the right hand side and leave you guys, and then slowly sink under the water. There was a bit of a sequence there about the goblin kind of look back at them and look forward again and look back again. And there's this new addition to the crew, this old woman with Coke bottle glasses, multicolored shawls and petticoats.
Oh, what? 4 foot tall?
Seems to be
4'1", I think she is. 4'1", I believe.
4'1".
She's 300 and some years old.
Is the
Kinda
captain
nuts.
around?
He is actually just walking towards the captain's room with Abigail.
Don't you go right?
Captain, is there a portal on this ship?
Ooh! Oh no, I'm gone.
Well, you're kind of still there.
There was one. There was a portal. I have a portal.
People keep coming through portals, and there's no portal. I want to go home.
I came in portal.
Well,
How do people keep coming on the ship, and there's
You
no
can-
one here?
you can find a portal somewhere on this ship. Obviously, there's been 2 so far. And if you find one, you're welcome to leave.
I've been trying.
And he walks on into the room. And this woman, this old woman, dwarf rather.
Still a woman. Jeez.
Now,
Well,
does
some
she,
dwarves don't like
does
that.
she smell like food?
Always.
Probably smell like.
Because last
Death.
time you gave her
I
a
feel
pretty
like I
good
smell
like
like
food
death.
description.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Because I was in a very bad place for a very long time. I mean, I was making food though.
Then you came out of there, and then you were taken prisoner because you had done crimes, and then you went to
I
prison
believe
for a
that.
while, but you didn't really know what was happening.
You went to prison?
Crimes not you.
Remember the murder?
No.
No, she murdered somebody,
Oh, right. And when you got back to town, they discovered you or something.
Yeah.
Sent you there.
and then they
Oh,
took.
like the original murder?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the OG murder. Okay,
that's right. The very
The memory
first
of a
one.
goldfish.
That's
It was
right. And
very
then you
murder.
went to prison, and from there
I
you.
still don't think that's fair. It was
you-
so different.
I think you became head chef within no time. And
That's right. I was living the
within-
high life.
Yeah,
Okay,
within
yeah.
the good graces
Coming
of
back
the
to me
guards, and you had this big jail cell to yourself with your own kitchenette and all these knickknacks and your little porcelain shiv. It was excellent. And then that's when Tanzani came and opened up the portal for you. But you guys are all there. You begin to head downstairs. You do see this galley where there's a man in there, an old graying man with a bald head and just hair around the edges like this. I think he had a ponytail at the time. I can't remember.
Let's look.
What time of day is it?
The
Or
day
night?
it's I think it was said it's the middle of the day roughly.
Hey.
Salazar's heading downstairs.
Yeah.
As he does.
But at the time it was overcast and now it's bright and sunny.
Yeah, Salazar's definitely downstairs.
It's a beautiful day.
The sun hits Salazar and he immediately heads for the stairs.
It burns my flesh.
And down there you can see
I can't see.
inside the galley there's a man that I described, and he seems to be looking at things, opening pots, shaking his head and cursing under his breath, and dumping things out into a large looks like some sort of canister.
Food things?
Yeah.
This is the guy?
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call him
Roswell?
Raquel. Raquel, that's not right.
You should call him that.
Roswell.
Roswell.
Hey, Raquel, what going on?
You can call him whatever you want.
I mean, I will.
I think I
He's
called
going to
him
be thrown overboard pretty
Rocky
soon
for
anyway.
a
So
while.
Oh, if he keeps dumping random foods out, he's gonna have a lot to deal with. So Nonny's gonna wander up to Rasquel and ask, "What exactly are you doing?"
it's all rotten. Smell it. Look at it. I don't understand. I checked it this morning. It was just fine after I made breakfast. But then as soon as whatever happened up there, it's all rotten. You can see as he's taking out bits and pieces of food, it's all turned. It's all gone bad. You can see weevils in the oats, and you can see even the onions have gone soft patches all over them.
Are the weevils still alive? Are they living weevils?
What is a weevil?
It's something that can crawl in food / grains.
Yeah.
It's like a little parasite.
I'm gonna say they're still alive,
Little
still
problem.
moving around.
You see them,
So, like,
you see them swarming.
fresh weevils?
Fresh weevils?
Oh, Sheena, no.
Yes, fresh weevils.
Okay.
Oh.
We can work with this.
So if you
Stop
had,
throwing it out. Stop throwing it out.
so if you had a pick between two weevils, which one would you choose? Would you choose the one that's wiggling a lot, a little lively, or would you choose one that's kind of not really moving at all?
Neither.
You have to choose.
Fresh.
I'd eat
I'm
the
starved.
I'd eat the alive ones.
That's where you let the
Of
chef
course you
make
do.
the
No,
decision.
you
Well,
cook
you're
them.
wrong.
You
'Cause
want to cook
remember,
them.
when it comes to weevils, you always need to choose the lesser of the two weevils.
Oh, I don't like you anymore. I
I
thought I liked
was
you.
waiting for
I
you
know.
to drop that. I thought you were going to let it go since you didn't get the right response the first
No,
time. Oh, funny.
So,
Ah, look, all the clams. Yep, they're all. Well, you've seen them. I don't know if you've ever seen hairy clams before. They were kind of a delicacy near the tailings, but these particular hairy clams look all shriveled, and the hairs are all curly and
they just need,
Scrunched
they
up
just need
now.
to be rehydrated. Rehydrated clams.
But
So-
he had this big shell, and he dumps it all out.
All right, you need to just go. Because we can make this work. Just trust me. Don't look at me with that face. Just trust me.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, okay.
I have to fight somebody. I'd like to share my
Yeah, that sounds fun. Oh, I wasn't prepared to
dice though.
prepared to actually do things. Oh. 10 plus
Oh, good.
persuasion? And not a whole lot. Plus 1.
He rolled a 4. So
now you roll
done.
4.
now I roll 4. He says, "I guess I'll go down and check the stock below. If it's all gone, we may not even get to port before we start eating each other. But I'll check all the stock downstairs."
We got weevils.
That's
We're
very,
fine.
that's very dramatic. While you're down there, try to find me some garlic.
He nods and kind of backs away a little. You know, the end of his life kind of flashing before his eyes,
Because he's
But
gonna
it does
eat
turn.
weevils.
and walks downstairs.
And Nonny starts gathering weevils.
Wait, does Salazar hear all this? Like he's downstairs. Hear all this?
I would assume you guys came out at the same time. You're pretty
when he
you're pretty investigative about new people.
when he sees
Nosy.
when
All
he
that
sees
nosy. She's
when,
sus.
when he sees Rosquell leaving, he's gonna cast I can't pronounce the word prestidigitation
Prestidigitation.
onto the where he was just throwing out the compost and make it smell like the best meal he's ever had. Tell him, that smells fine, Rosquell. Get that smell.
He smells it and this look of confusion goes over his face. He doesn't understand. He looks at the food. It's clearly rotten. But he just shakes his head and he goes, I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's about time I get off this ship.
You've been here too long.
Where'd that portal go?
You've been here too long.
He takes it and he goes as he's kind of muttering under his breath. It's time to get off this ship. Bad luck. Bad luck. And he goes off out of the way.
He's not carrying anything, is he?
Yeah, he took the barrel.
Oh, he took the barrel.
Oh, yeah, he took the barrel with him. Yeah.
He's real confused now. Why does this smell good?
Nonny's just like pulled up one of her shawls to make like a basket, and she's collecting all the wiggly weevils.
Okay, sounds good. So roll a sleight of hand for Wevils.
So much fun. 15.
15. Yep, it doesn't take much. They're a good sized weevil. Good sized weevil, and you're grabbing them up easy enough. So that does take a little bit of time. Tanith and Lex, you guys are on deck. What are you guys doing?
Sitting down.
Okay.
Yeah, we're probably doing
Sitting
each other
down.
up.
Just sitting down. That's it.
So we have Deximus also sitting there with you. He just gave you a potion, Lex. Did you roll the hit points for that? I think you did last game. Yeah, I think
I
you did.
think we healed up, didn't we, at the end? Did we do that?
I can't remember.
We
Can
didn't
we
take
say
a,
we did
we
that
need
now?
a long rest. wouldn't
Yeah,
we?
you're gonna need a long rest to heal up.
Alright, I'm gonna take a long rest then. I'm taking a nap. Did we take Deximus with me for that long nap?
La la.
Did you not know this was happening? Oh yeah, he took my leggings and I think he wore them.
Does anyone deal with spicy?
Oh.
Depends.
I am in
levels with- Oh, cool. Okay.
It's a what?
Chipotle bacon dip.
Chipotle is a big spice though.
Okay, so you're going down. You're pulling Dex
Yeah, we're
along.
going for a long
Tanith,
rest.
you're just out there sitting on deck.
Yep, I have a short rest.
Okay, sounds good.
It is really good.
So, Tanith, you're out there healing. You take a long rest.
Short rest.
Short rest, that's right. Beardo, you're around helping the crew, doing various tasks.
Yep.
Nonny,
Oh, sorry.
you are in the galley. Now, you've collected your weevils. What are you going to do now?
Try and find some butter.
Okay, you do look at the butter. It has also turned. It's all rancid and gross.
I'm going to find some. I have a spice kit, I think. Do I? Yes, I do have a spice kit.
Everything you have on your person has not gone bad. And your spice kit gives you, I'm going to
Neither
say,
bad.
a little bit of everything. Even
That
that
smells good, buddy.
hot sauce, or even that hot spice that old Krennic made. You know, he made it in his cell. You don't know exactly how he made it, but it's really, really spicy.
Got some baldriff in there.
Old Krennic's hot sauce. Or hot spice.
I'm gonna whip out my trusty frying pan. Find a.
No, believe it or not,
Oh,
nowadays you don't even, now after something happened to it, as soon as you kind of even get ready, the motion of cooking, you can see it. It heats up.
cops
I'm
are
a
watching
hot
someone
plate.
around here.
You have a hot plate.
I have a hot plate.
Yeah,
Plates
there
with
you
me.
go.
Oh, it's yours.
The Mithra hot plate.
I thought there was a cop man sitting around. I'm like, who the fuck are they watching?
Yes.
I'm like, man, they were hot on somebody. Real close.
If anyone's listening to this, my Wi-Fi is called Police Surveillance Band 2. And you just caught Riley thinking it was an actual police unit.
I thought there was a cop around here. I'm like, what? I see a cop man this close.
That sounds
For
like a
full
very
bars?
guilty conscience.
Oh, there you go. I'm not
Password.
surprised.
I got
Every,
a terribly guilty conscience.
every Wednesday they see 3 or 4 cars pull up, multiple people with bags, and then the internet
Right.
usage that pours out of the house at the same time is probably off the scale.
We're watching the snow melt while we speak.
Yes, so you open up your spice kit, and it has most everything aside from anything that's going to turn in, you wouldn't probably have anything. Most things that could be dried, you have in there, yeah.
So basically every spice ever.
Where did
Pretty much,
where
yeah.
did
Pure Chinese spice powder?
what's his name go?
He's not back yet.
We're gonna go
Put a little mint on there.
some
No,
mint.
I'm telling you, pretty much the
I'm
only thing
thinking-
you don't have is
I'm
any
thinking,
saffron.
like- Yeah, it's because I use it a little generously sometimes. Get carried away. A little like what? No, we could spice things up around here. Spice it up. Let's put just a pinch
Can I hear her talking to herself?
of spice.
Absolutely.
Depends where if you're in the galley.
I'm still in the galley, just chilling near
Okay,
the.
so I'll get in the gallery and get you roll perception with advantage.
All right. Let me just get my Salazar character sheet up.
The advantage is telling the difference between the actual words coming out of your mouth or just old woman ramblings.
That's fair.
These people
That's
look
fair.
like they could use.
To be fair, Salazar is not even old and he talks to himself, so he's not one to judge. He just can hear it and he's like, "What the hell?" Where's my perception?
7 hells.
And I'm downstairs, so I ain't got no disadvantage. Nope. Oh, that's not good. That's a 9 and a 15.
DC 13. You hear what she's talking about. You often hear the word Wevils several times.
As I
Gotta say it in
as I'm
threes.
plucking the legs off of them.
Salazar's gonna come in and just take one, like a wriggling one right out of the bin. Salt. Salt. Lots of salt.
You would know. His people come from the far north. Cold, cold, cold climate up there.
Nonny just offers him a pinch of the spice. Spicy stuff.
The spice, old Krennic spice.
Sure.
Okay.
that guy.
Salazar will try it, and is he able to tell what's in it, or is it just
This was
hot?
made under a pot in
In
prison.
prison.
It's prison sauce.
That's how you know it's good.
It's the good stuff.
You can either roll perception after the fact and knowledge nature before the fact. It's up to you. How do you want to
Perception
approach
after
it.
the fact, of course.
Okay,
As a
good.
true chef in real life, you got to test it first and then
Alright.
find out.
Fuck around and find out.
13.
Roll a con save.
13. You don't know what this is, but it is
Secret.
at first really hot. And
Oh.
then a few minutes later, a different kind of spice kind of kicks in, and it kind of numbs out your tongue and the roof of your mouth. Now, have you ever had?
It's made in
I just had it in my head.
Sweat weevils.
Sweat weevils. That
Are
sounds
we
good,
sweating
too.
the weevils and butter?
We don't call them sweat.
Are we sweating the
and
weevils
hair
and butter?
cleanse.
We don't
With
have butter.
onions? Oh.
No, we tried that. I'm still waiting for.
That's the episode name.
I'm still
Well,
waiting
come
for him
back.
to come
Come
with
back
some
from garlic.
garlic, hopefully.
Can't remember the name of the spice, but it's kind of numbs out your sensation.
Cayenne?
No, not cayenne.
Paprika?
Did you know?
No,
Carolina Reaper.
no.
No, not capsaicin. Or capsaicin.
No.
Okay.
Can't remember what it is, but it kind of numbs out it interferes with the sensors in your mouth and in your tongue.
I mean, he
That-
was
that could
here
be
the
a lot
last
of
time we
spice.
were-
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Even
it
seems-
I mean,
seems
he lives here.
it seems like it's a lot spicier than it should be. A lot spicier, but don't really know how. You're not can't pick what kind of spice it is or what it's actually made out of. But it does give your tongue a little bit of a numbed effect. So disadvantage at persuasion and intimidation checks for the next hour. Actually, roll a
'Cause you
d4
can't
for the next
taste anything.
d4 hours.
Next D4 hours.
Yeah, the next d4 hours.
3 hours.
Okay, there you go. So for the next 3 hours, you can communicate easy enough, but people are going to be like, "Are you okay?"
I don't know how he made this in a prison cell.
Yeah,
The way
that's
you-
good.
An allergic reaction. It's made in a boot.
I could really taste the foot.
foot was also in the boot.
We just need a little garlic. It's made in the boot while the foot's still in it.
I don't think that's edible.
That's where the sweat comes from.
That's where the salt comes from.
Foot salt.
We were before
From
we
the
got.
salt, foot salt. That's terrible.
Salazar's just gonna reach into her bag and mix 3 things together. Try that, and walk away.
For the Wevils.
Yeah, just 3 random ingredients together that aren't that.
Nonny's gonna hit him with a very hot frying pan.
Yeah, that I'm gonna. It's gonna
That's
be.
disrespectful.
That's. So roll an attack.
No, that's a nat
Friendly
one.
fire going
It's a
on.
natural one. Okay, so what happens is you go to jab out the back of your staff, but you forgot to unhook the extension, so you could just use it as a normal frying pan, and you move it just the wrong way, and it tips the area where you had all the Wevils in, and all the Wevils spill out onto the floor, and 2 of the spice drawers were pulled out completely and just kind of dust off on the countertops everywhere. And this is the exact time that Roswell comes in, and he says, "Well, I don't know what you think you're doing in here, but I'm going to tell you to get out of my kitchen right now. Look at the mess you got going on here. What are you doing in the kitchen?"
Salazar
Nonny
scampers out.
is gonna hit him with a very hot frying pan.
Roswell, okay.
You gotta use the dice tower. It doesn't count on the table.
Boxer dice tower.
Unless it was really
Unless it was a
No,
girl.
it was 20.
Oh.
Roswell's a human, an old
Don't kill him.
human, unarmored, unskilled, except for being in the kitchen.
And he's not very good at that.
I just lost my Wevils. I just lost my spices. There's no freaking garlic. And this guy's touching my stuff.
So, as you hit him with your frying pan, I'll get you to roll a d12 plus a 1d6 for heat.
This episode's gonna be dedicated
She's
to the memory
got-
of Roswell.
She's got a mean streak.
R.I.P. Roswell.
She went to prison, okay?
That's right. She went to prison.
Salazar's just
me.
giggling, going down the hallway, thinking we didn't get hit.
Prison has
In
changed.
prison, you protect your frying pan
Well, that's
Your-
one.
your
and
dignity.
your weevil.
So what did you say? We said 1d12.
And 1d6.
And 1d6. Yeah,
And
1d12
1d6?
bludgeoning and 1d6.
2 damage.
Ones.
2 damage.
Literally, absolutely.
Plus to the plus.
6.
So
As if Anra herself was looking over your shoulder to dismay
She knew I
most.
didn't mean it.
Exactly. To dismay most of this savagely reactive attack. Roswell kind of backs up, and he even is stunned by the sheer absence of force that was in it, that he thought his life again flashed before his eyes. But you can see as he backs up and drops several bags, and this canister he was holding, the canister drops on the ground, and the side kind of pops open where it was sealed, and you can see this other bag fall down as garlic kind of tumbles out. And he kind of holds his face more so in dismay that this polite old lady would hit him in such a way, and he kind of backs away and turns and leaves all the stuff, all the fruit and all the food scattered on the floor. Kitchen a mess, weevils scattered everywhere.
I need a nap.
Food is
I'm gonna take a nap.
Do you leave the kitchen in the state it's in?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. The captain's gonna love this.
dinner.
Salazar's gonna come back as soon as she leaves and mending everything.
Mending doesn't pick up the spices on the ground,
No, I figured it wouldn't
but
pick up the
anything
spices.
it will fix that canister that was broken open.
That's what I'm trying to do. Fix
Okay,
anything that broke.
that sounds good. You fix the canister that was broken and everything like that. If you want to put some stuff back in bags,
I'll
apples
put,
and
I'll put,
oranges
I'll put
and
anything that fell
potatoes.
back in bags, and I'll clean up what was there, but I won't touch the spices. There ain't much spices.
Had no problem touching them 3 minutes ago when you were.
I mixed 3 spices
You
to make
were
a better
touching my
mixture
stuff.
than that spicy
You were
fizz.
touching my stuff.
That's very prison-esque.
Well, then
Touch
don't
my
make your stuff touchable.
I have a
That's
shiv.
excellent. So
Start me with a good time.
this event plays out in the galley of the Ner'Illes Mist, and
It's okay, I'll forget about it.
and time passes. Tanith, you get a short rest if you want to roll some hit dice or anything there.
Oh, good.
But okay, good. And then Here, to all the work seems to be done as they were all hands were put on deck.
So,
All the work seems to be done. It seems to be relaxing as much as they can.
so
after what
I
happened.
just want to say what I was planning on doing.
Yes.
If, the goblin bodies that were left,
Yes.
I was going to get them all, get the guys to have a game with me. So we're going to take them off to the quarterdeck when they have to end
You
there,
would want to.
and we're going to play a game, see who can throw their goblin the furthest with the
Okay.
crew. You know, and just try to make a morale thing going on.
I like that. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Of course.
So,
Tanith will
It's
join
Goblin
in.
Yahtzee.
Wait, what are you?
Goblin
That's
shop.
goblin
There you go.
tossing.
goblin,
Goblin
like caber
toss.
tossing, except
the
goblins.
great goblin toss.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So
Oh, Tanith
I
will
try
join
to
in.
like hype the crew up with my charisma, even though I'm not necessarily the brightest bulb out there. I just think this is something
He's
that
really
they need because they
enthusiastic.
seem really down. They lost so many crew
Well, there
members.
you guys lost. So let's roll. Has to be real because it was at least 10. So I'm gonna roll 2d12, and I'm gonna add a modifier depending upon minimum of 10. Anyway. Okay, so we're looking at 14. We're looking at 14. So we got 14 sailors down. The ship is almost half of its original complement. And there are some glum-looking faces. So as you gather the bodies up there, you pass this word on. Word goes to Tanith. Tanith joins you. You guys start.
I want to check all those bodies for loot. That's going to be
Yes, and what you notice that these squishy, gross goblin bodies, they didn't have anything except the weapon that was on them.
Okay.
If you would have searched the goblin chieftain before you tossed him back,
Right, he was the chief.
you may have found some magic item upon his person.
Tasty.
But I like that you didn't. It's gonna add.
Flavor.
It's gonna add for later. It's gonna be nice. But you don't really find anything except the scimitars. Then the other real thing that you find is a broken blade, kind of jammed in the deck,
Mhm.
and it's just this broken blade. It's this rusted out, old looking blade with a wooden handle beside it. It's the only things you guys really find from the attack.
Give it to Nonny for
Rusted
prison
weapon.
Yeah.
With a wooden handle?
A wooden handle.
Can I do an arcana check on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not bad. Oops. 15.
15.
Yeah.
You pick it up, you hold it for a minute, and kind of this odor kind of enters your nose, and you smell it. It's just that this smell that you've smelled one or two times before. This old, dank, moist smell.
Fear the dank.
And not the good kind of dank
Fear the
either.
dank.
Do I actually recognize that from somewhere?
Yeah, you've smelled it before. Usually around when bad things were happening. The down in the God's Forge, you smelled it there maybe twice.
Oh.
And just recently, after this attack, there was the smell of it
Well,
again.
I'm just going to pocket that, but I'll take the rest of the scimitars, or weapons, I'll stack them in a pile and say, all right, lads, we're going to throw all these goblins off at the same time, but whoever can throw it the farthest gets to keep all the swords for themselves, and we'll get you extra serving of grog tonight for dinner. Without, I didn't even clear this with the captain
I
first.
know. This is what's awesome about it. That's fantastic.
Salazar is going to come upstairs, create dancing lights. I'll measure.
There you go. Okay. So absolutely, you guys play out this whole thing, throwing them. I'll get to whoever's going to throw. You guys roll.
I'm not throwing, I'm just
you know,
measuring.
Sounds good. So
I
Tan,
have no
We're doing it all at the same time, so we.
I got so little
you
strength.
guys throw anyway, just for your particular throws for your goblins.
Salazar extends his finger and you see 7 or 8 dancing lights about a meter
Okay.
apart going out to the ocean.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah. What'd you get?
For this athletics?
Oh, we do athletics, or are we doing just strength?
Athletics. If it's a challenge, it's not an attack. It's athletic. Use if you have an athletics bonus, use that.
16.
19, 18.
16, 18.
Mhm.
Okay, there's going to be 6 other combatants. Okay, so we have a 21 and an 18 of the highest here. Whoa. This rolled 3D 6D20s. I rolled a 10, a 16, and a 19, and then an 18, an 18, and a 17. There go all my good.
Yeah, get them
Okay,
all in now.
make sure there's no combat tonight.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
So, out of all of them, unfortunately, some of the more beefier crew are able to throw further than you guys.
Hmm.
But there's a whole nother set. There's like 24 to 36 goblin bodies. Some of them have fell off, but enough for you guys to have another round too.
All right. Let's do another round. Round 2, fight. Oh,
The 23.
23. Okay, we got
15. See, there's a big cut right here.
Salazar,
Alright.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Salazar's
you're short
just
rested,
watching
yeah.
as goblins get catapulted off this friggin' ship.
This time it's Beardo, just by an inch. As this one, he actually rolled a natural 20, but he was only getting +2 to his bonus. So he throws it, and it just lines up that you can see the lights go down, and yours just coasts just over top of it slightly.
Oh yeah,
Beardo wins the second toss.
every time someone throws a goblin, the lights light up a bit brighter when the goblin passes.
There you go.
When the goblin passes the light.
And
It's like an
now-
It's like
arcade game.
the hammer game.
Yeah.
And now it's the tiebreaker between Beardo, you, and the previous winner. Oh, that didn't work.
21.
Salazar.
21? Natural 3. All right, this guy picked up a one that was a little bit sloppy, a little bit soggy, and his leg actually just came off half throw and flies over, and it hits Salazar in the back and the shoulder. And he gets all this black goo on the side of him from this goblin.
He looks down, snaps his fingers, gone.
And it's gone.
All right.
And
Disgusting.
it settles, and it flies out and splashes and splooshes in the water. The sun's beginning to set now. You guys can see it just touching the horizon.
Yeah.
Beardo wins.
So I take the scimitar. How many scimitars were there?
Or
Or
I'm
whatever.
gonna say with the wave, call it 12 scimitars.
So I'll take 6. I'll give 6 to the other guy.
Okay, sounds good.
My first bit of loot.
Then below deck, Lex,
Oh no.
you head downstairs. Dexon is trailing behind you. Where do you go?
What do you think?
Well, there's lots of places. There's the underbelly of the ship, where all the pickles are, and
Not the
There's
pickles.
the,
I still
uh,
smell vinegar from the last time.
there's the small farm area where they keep the goats and some of the chickens.
Do they just have like a stock room that's not smelling of vinegar?
Probably not. The stock rooms are going to be smelling of some obnoxious odor or two, I'm sure. But I'm sure you can find a place quiet enough and it doesn't smell too bad.
Probably with the animals would honestly be the cleanest because they'd keep the animals clean. So, win in the hay.
So you can see there's a couple of goats, a couple of chickens running around. There's a pen where the chickens are. You can see there's some eggs just kind of in the nest. And one of the attendants pokes his head out of this little shack. You can see shovels and hoes and different things inside.
Oh, there's
it.
other people in here?
In the farm, yeah, there's
Oh,
awkward. Just one person over there, but seems to be minding their own business. Everybody else seems to be. Most people are up on deck now. There seems to be something going on up there, but
Even Salazar's up there, which is really weird.
as you guys get to the farm, Dex kind of looks around, and sees the other person. They poke their head out and then move back into the little hut that's there.
find a corner, I guess. Have a long rest.
So this Deximus kind of looks around and kind of approaches and says, "What's going on? What's going on, Lex? You got something to say to me? What's going on here?"
Oh gosh, were we having a fight or something? I forgot about it.
No, but he doesn't quite know what's going on.
Well, I don't know, man. I came to have a nap. You followed me.
That's not weird or nothing.
Well, all right. I guess you're gonna have a nap down here
Sorry, hands my
in the farm with the animals.
It's quieter than upstairs.
All right. Well, to each their own, I
Grew
guess.
up on a farm, It's quiet. I have no idea why I'm here, to be honest. Why are we here? Above game, why are we here?
I don't know why.
I have no idea, Gail.
You said you were going to take.
A long rest.
Yeah, and you said Lex was following you, or you said Dex
yeah.
was following.
No,
you.
I just said I was going to take a long rest.
And now you're in the farm.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here.
Yeah, this
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
you're
What, you
definitely
were
distressed in some kind of way, and he's going to say, "Larry, you all right?"
Sexy time.
You
Anything
roll
above, a 10,
that.
anything above a 10 was sexy time. Anything below was sleep.
Oh yeah, I'll just tackle him, I guess. And then I just straight take him down. Roll for attack. That's really poor.
She just dodges out of it. He just stands
Acrobatics
there.
is a 10.
He doesn't fight it off. He lets it happen. And you know, it seems natural. Like this kind of thing happened before.
Yeah.
It's a vague but
And then we go to
fond
commercial
memory.
break.
And then we fade away
Fades to black.
as it kind of pans over, and there's just this group of goats looking in that direction.
It's a video game cutscene. The Witcher all over again.
We're just
getting into it. Goddamn.
And you promised extra portions of ale to those who won or those who participated.
The winner, which
The
was
winner.
him.
Okay.
He just got himself
There you go.
extra growth.
You're like, oh well.
Nice.
Oh, thanks, me. Cheers.
So some hours pass, and there is. It's the sun goes down. It's dark outside now. And there is no food meal, no food bell being rung, no supper time ding that you guys hear, and you can see it's definitely getting a few of the crew looking around and checking out the galley where there's absolutely no activity whatsoever. Nani, you find a nice hammock somewhere down,
You just
in there.
left the scene of the crime.
and you're just kind of rocking back and forth as the sea's kind of picked up again now. It's a bit wavy. It has this slight motion in the ocean as it goes back and forth.
Thank you for the kisses, Ben.
The throwing of the goblins, the great goblin throw event seems to be over. I'll get Tanith or Beardo, either of you guys. It was your idea, Beardo. I'll get you to roll persuasion with advantage for me.
18. Yeah, 18.
18. Okay, the crew that took part seems to have left in a much more merry mood, even though there was much death and many things that happened over the past 10 hours. They seem to have taken stock of that and realized that this is the way things are on the seas. Where there's bad days, there can also be good days.
Okay, and I'm is it raining outside or just?
No, it's still clear. You guys can see several thousand stars up in the sky.
Yeah, I'm just sitting at the back aft there again. I really haven't left. Just sitting there trying to read my book.
Ah,
It's dark, but I'm trying to read my book.
okay.
I'm not making much progress.
No, there's
It's not good. It's not really good.
it's also kind of in the dark. The moon is out. It's kind of, you can see the letters, but it's really, the shadowing is not great.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should find Ted. I think he'll give me a help.
Speaking of that, where is Tanith? What's Tanith doing in the next?
I think he's just gonna try and find somewhere quiet and just sort of mull over what just happened.
Don't go to the bar.
Yeah. So like under deck, like in the room, or somewhere secluded on deck in the open air.
Somewhere probably near the bow.
Okay, sounds good. Easy enough. There's the only, she would be Merla. Merla's back on the wheel, and there's enough open space up there where, and most people seem to be giving you your space, so nobody really interrupts you there. And you mull over what happened today. Do you have any internal thoughts, or is it just for flavor?
More for flavors.
Gotcha.
I'm tired as fuck right now. So.
Yeah, no worries. I gotcha. And let's see, Salazar. What are you doing?
Still daylight out.
No, we're moving into darkness now.
Okay, then. As soon as the sun starts setting, Salazar makes his way up the crow's nest as per usual.
Dice of inspiration for that guy's name again.
I believe it was. Actually, hold on. Pretty sure I have it. I'm pretty sure I actually still have it.
Pretty sure it was like Ron.
I am
or something.
pretty sure, not 100% sure.
Ron?
Pretty
Ron.
Jeff.
Vaughn. Jeff.
Yeah, everyone's Jeff.
Sure. No, don't have it.
No, don't have it. Okay. I've also
I was gonna take a guess at Gregory, but I don't remember.
no, definitely wasn't Gregory. Anywho, you go up to your friend up there, and
Halson. That's what his name was. Halson.
Halson.
Halson. I believe it was Halson. Something started with an H. Halson came to mind. I don't know what character was Halson.
I can't remember exactly.
Oh, so if you just said Halson with confidence, you would just accepted it.
Probably yes. I would have. As soon as you show a little bit of no confidence, I will call you out. So then time passes. You go up there with him. He regales you with another tale. May or may not be true, but interesting nonetheless. Beardo, you kind of finish that up.
Mhm.
Hours go by. Nothing really happens. The deck seems to be quiet. The sea seems to be quiet. A little bit rough. The rest of you guys, do you go to sleep? Wait for the next day to happen? And the next day dawns. We have names. I'm getting tired too. Salazar, you're the first one there. You only need the 4 hours sleep. You're the first one to catch the first rays of sunshine coming in. Yeah.
Shit.
Time to move.
He is going to leave the crow's nest and say good night and say, well, good morning to his crow's nest compatriot.
He nods. This must live up here. He doesn't seem to ever come down.
Is there anything else up there in the crow's nest that would make it seem like he could live up there?
Not really, no. He had that one little chest with his raincoats in there, but that was it.
I mean, at some point, all day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Magic chest.
It's true.
He just jumps in between throughout the chest. There's another chest on the ship somewhere. That
Oh yeah, there you go.
There's a bag of holding.
There's the
Yeah.
portal.
He just stays in the bag of holding.
He has the portal and he's had it the whole time.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, you guys kind of wake up. But since Nonny went down so early, give her the option of doing something first. Since she went to bed early after the whole kitchen experience.
Depends on where you fell asleep. You might see Salazar as soon as you wake up.
Staring at you. To be honest, I don't know where I am right now.
Yeah, Salazar's in the. It just went down to the galley.
I come clumping up from
Somewhere.
wherever I went to some dark corner.
Fell asleep on the flower.
Some dark corner of the
You roll over and Deximus is staring into your eye.
and a goat.
Yeah, you fell down into the
There's your
fire.
The hammock you found wasn't actually too far from the galley itself.
Steal
Just
someone's
about.
bed.
There's
mine
there's
now.
plenty of them, possibly, but I'm sure they weren't going to say anything to this nice old lady.
Who just tried to kill 2 people with a frying pan.
Yeah.
You missed terribly with the first one.
Yeah, well.
Excellent
Who's
that,
angry?
that second roll was only 2 damage.
The first one, Salazar was like, I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah, I'm clumping up to the deck and have a look around and see what I see. Because other than wandering sort of aimlessly throughout the ship, I haven't looked.
Yeah, you
on the
look.
deck.
You look around the ship. You walk up to the aft castle and you look out. All you see is water. Just miles of rippling water off in the distance. You move to the prow of the ship. It's the same thing. Water, just endless water, and that's when the wood elf approaches you, the one that was hanging on to Ignavian, and she says she comes up, putting her hands on the prow as well, and she says, "Well, it seems we've got another crew member. What do you have to say for yourself, just showing up here on this ship?"
And Nonny kind of looks around and then looks back at the elf and then kind of points at herself questioningly as if to say, like, "You talking to me? Where's the crew? Do we have new crew members?"
She doesn't answer really. She just kind of stares out at the water.
Where? Huh? What? Who? Who?
She kind of quirks her head to you in this strange look of seriousness, and she says, "You're a strange one. Do you know this group that you're here with? They
Am I
seem
close
to know
enough to
you."
hear this?
I'm gonna say you've gone down already.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't be nosy all the time.
Salazar always tries to be nosy.
You and that half-dragon friend of yours, the ones that speak with gods and have seen them with their own eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah, you.
Me? Yes, I know that. We're friends.
Do you know what I'm saying? Are you speaking the same language as I am?
I think so.
Okay.
Calm,
So, what are
calm,
you-
calm there?
She looks around to see if there's anybody laughing currently at this conversation, but there's nobody around.
Am I being pumped?
Just the gods are laughing.
She says, "Where did you come from?"
Where did you
Where'd you
go?
go?
I see Muppets all over the edge of the ship.
Prison.
Can you imagine
Not
just somebody
wrong.
you just met?
Not
Oh yeah, I
wrong.
just got out of prison.
So you were released from prison.
Kinda.
Oh gosh.
And how did you come to appear in the belly of our ship?
Well, that's kind of a long story.
She looks around and sees nothing but water. Long time is what we have, dear.
All right then. Well,
The Chronicles of Nonny.
where do you want me to start?
Oh, the year was
From-
17.
Yeah. Where you were before here.
Prison.
Aye, then how did you get out? What happened after that? How did you get from where you were in prison, from wherever that was, to here?
A portal?
So you weren't let go from prison.
I mean, I was.
The truth emerges.
Do you know Tanzani?
She says, "I'm not familiar with Tanzani."
Probably for the best.
See, I'd get you to roll something, but I think I don't need to, because it's just...
It's just perfect.
So I'm going to roll
It's different.
something.
I mean, I can just roll and we can go.
I'm going to roll something for her. She's going to insight the
Confusion?
situation, because I think
Fun.
that it warrants an insight as opposed to
Well, she wouldn't
anything
leave.
else.
She wouldn't believe that. You appeared in the middle of the ocean, basically. On a random boat.
In a
You-
world of magic, though.
You and your friends
Tanzani.
have some powerful eyes that are watching you. Just be aware that there's more people on the ship than just you. We lost, what did I say, 23? No, 14. We lost 14 crew members yesterday. Because of you. Because of you and your friends, I know it.
Donnie's offended.
I thought you said Donnie, and I'm like, who the hell is Donnie?
Donnie is incredibly offended. And also
When
no.
I figure out who Donnie is,
Yeah.
I'll be
Donnie's in the
incredibly
crow's
offended
nest.
too. That's who it is.
Donnie. From the crow's
You
nest.
see, Donnie's got his head peeked over the edge.
What?
Scowl.
What are you? He's just looking at you. Everyone but Salazar. Except
I don't like any of you.
for that one who comes to see me every night.
Why are you blaming us?
Soon as you came aboard, bad things have been happening ever since Brell's foot.
Ooh, you went to Bell's foot.
That's
You were in
where
Bell's foot?
So Erlen died.
Nani just pulls a face, doesn't say anything.
There was trouble ever since. We didn't even get fully stocked before we had to run away. The whole town was on fire. And we saved your friends. I don't know if we saved your friends or they just condemned us. I don't know. No, I don't know for sure. And then she tells you about other certain things that happened along the way. Something happened.
Things that happen.
Things
It's
that
okay,
happened.
Nani doesn't remember either, so it's fine. She won't remember what you tell her.
And she says that. So she says, just be aware. Now, if you're going to do something, or just fear for my fellow crew members. And now we need more. And it's not easy to find good work. So I'll bring back to my other question. What can you offer us? What can you do here on this ship rather than take up space?
Nani's not gonna
Till the flash go across the face.
What do you need?
Well, to be completely honest, we just lost mostly crew hands. If you can lift something and tie a rope, hold down a sail.
Can I lift something? Lift something.
Then you'll be all right then.
One Erlen.
Erlen wasn't much
It
of
wasn't
a
much, no.
spirit, but not.
I can cook.
Well, we have a cook already. Squirrel has been.
No, you don't. I can cook. But the purple guy doesn't touch my food.
Joke's on you, Salazar's only purple in certain lighting.
Those purple people. The purple guy doesn't touch my food.
Yeah, that's what I was learning.
I prefer not to touch my things either. I understand. But it's your own stuff. You keep your own eyes on it. I can't guard your spices.
Would there be... What's the word I'm looking for? Would there be...
If you're looking for compensation,
What do you have that I want?
she just kind of exhales.
Unless you got some saffron. Don't even worry about it.
That's not something we have. She says flat out.
Partners.
I was already in your kitchen. You don't have anything.
Don't have any.
You have weevils. And I spilled most of them on the floor.
You spilt the weevils all over the floor.
I mean, yeah.
I'm
That
just
happened.
picturing this woman standing there trying to have a conversation with you.
It was an accident. The purple guy touched my spices.
She looks up at the crow's nest. You're not there.
No.
That's where you usually are.
Donnie's leaning over like he can't believe it.
Johnny's like, what in the fuck is going
You
on?
blame my boy.
This is how he gets his gossip for in the evening.
He's just getting really offended. He's like, don't blame my boy.
But then she says, if you can push Rusquell out of the rank, the kitchen is yours. But I'll not help you in this matter. So if you can push Rusquell out, it's yours.
And we go to the kitchen, where I
Yes.
proceed to make weevils.
Okay, she's trepidatious at
For
the start,
what's her name? I don't know what her name is.
and then follows
Elf
you.
lady.
Elf lady.
Mhm.
I'm going to say you don't know what her name is.
I never met her.
Yeah.
I
And-
literally walked into battle, went to the kitchen, tried to kill a couple people, went to sleep.
Yeah.
Sounds accurate.
Good Thursday morning.
Yeah, we call that Tuesday.
So yeah, you're down in the kitchen. You can see that everything has been put away.
Flip a couple weevils on the floor. Just so to spite.
Okay.
Nani's got fire. Nani's on one right now.
Literally
As
is her
she
name.
proceeds to make weevils for Elf Lady.
As you notice this now, there's food.
There is garlic. and
There's
things.
garlic. There's potatoes. There's other things.
We're making stuff.
So you have a full complement of the
Braised.
kitchen.
Braised weevils.
Salzar gets tired of the smell of weevils being cooked, and he makes the entire ship smell like steak. So now they're all confused as to why they smell steak.
It's going to be a strange.
Tastes like
breakfast.
chicken, smells like steak.
Yeah.
It's like weevils.
Well, now she'll think your weevils smell amazing.
They already smell amazing.
No, I didn't. That's why Salazar uses
So you
big
get
precipitation to smell like steak.
you get into the throes of cooking the weevils and everything else, and
Meanwhile,
meanwhile, as she just kind of there, her arms are crossed, just kind of watching as she feels compelled to do so. If anybody's walking by seeing this, she kind of looks perturbed, but having to stand.
Get intrigued.
Yet
As Nonny
some now
clangs
intrigued.
around cooking weevils in the middle of the night.
it's daytime now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just in the morning. It's just a turn morning. Yeah.
Breakfast weevils.
Yeah, Salazar's probably downstairs using mending on like crewmates' clothing and stuff just to make sure everything's A1.
Of course.
He's
Of
nothing
course.
else to do.
No, it's everybody's
Yeah.
got to find their place on the ship, and if you can do something like that, I'm sure you have a lineup of people with clothes needing mending.
He's just in there. Won't.
Yeah.
Won't.
And so Beardo and Tanith, you guys wake up at about this point, well rested.
And the memory from yesterday, after the fight and that, I just was still processing it, hence the reason I didn't think about it last night. I gotta tell Tanith! Yeah, so I make sure I just get somewhat dressed. I'm like pretty like half unbuttoned, you know,
Right.
for my robe.
He
and
shows
that,
up
and
in a
my weird
loincloth.
hat is just kind of like it's
Somebody
strapped
else's
there.
loincloth.
Yeah.
Shirt's
Snapped
button,
backwards, you know.
shirt's
like,
button crooked.
Oh, it is. Like it's like top button,
Not even
middle
your
button is yeah.
Somebody else's shirt.
Loincloth, but a human loincloth.
So
And I was running, damn it, like my book and that was running. Of course, I didn't forget my magic wands, of course, don't know. But I ran looking for Tanith. And we were like, Tanith, I did magic, Tanith. But I'm very loud. Like,
Of course.
Very, extremely loud
So-
and excited.
you get up the one set of stairs and you look down. You move over to the other side of the ship. You can see down at the very end, Tanith is there, and there's a line. There's like 2 or 3 other people just waiting to get past him because he takes up the entirety of the right corridor.
You hefty boy.
As he's going, and as you rush up to him, there's these 2 men in between, two crewmates just stuck in between you guys. They can't go either way. And Tanith kind of does this turn, this very awkward turn. You can hear his little tendrils scraping off the walls, and his tail come and flap and crack and smash something as he turns, and you guys begin to talk like 2 taxi drivers in the middle of the road. With these-
well, these
I was
guys are
just,
trying
I
to
was
get
just gonna
through.
keep walking, honestly.
Okay.
Aww.
We'll talk later.
Aw.
I need breakfast.
I just, sorry, I was
Well, you
picturing
tell
him
him
stop
how to
there and us talking to these 2 guys who are stuck in between us because I'm flailing and
One's getting real bad.
Giant lizard and a giant idiot.
One's getting tased real bad by Tanith's fucking
That's
spine.
true. That's true.
he says that. I said, oh, okay. I just kind of slink off.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm happy for you, but I'm also really hungry.
Okay, where we eat?
I need a roll for that one.
What?
Oh, jeez.
Am I rolling?
Oh, it's not you. It's
Oh.
Nonny. She
Whether or
needs
not
to
the
roll.
food comes out edible.
And I believe we're running performance on this one for your food production.
Breakfast weevils. You are so skeptical of my breakfast weevils.
Yeah.
Oh,
I might be
that's
skeptical of my
why.
breakfast weevils.
I'm always skeptical.
Does she get advantage? She's
Didn't it-
proficient
didn't I
in
give-
weevils?
I'm gonna use my dice of inspiration because I was sad.
Oh,
I
I
like
don't
better.
need to be.
What did we say it was? Performance?
Yep.
13.
13.
Not horrible.
Well, you made weevils into a very edible meal.
Congratulations. Suck it, purple guy.
Whether or not Tanith- Hey, Salazar did not.
Does that mean Tanith has arrived
Yes.
in the food? Oh,
Right on schedule.
this is how you raise Nonny's spirits.
You bring her a tanner.
Giant dragon baby. And she runs over and she just wraps herself around his leg.
Just pat her like a lost
Her heart restarts when the voltages.
Or like, I can just picture this now. Tannis like got me freaking coming behind him.
Gonna
But
try to play,
he
try
did
to
this
play
little
Weevils
midget in
and
front
Nonny
of him.
attached to his leg as he's walking to this table.
One thing that Nani would notice is Salazar is probably the only person in the room just eating a ration pack.
I beg to differ.
Avoiding
Nonny
the
notices
Weevils.
nothing.
Oh, okay, well then fair enough.
Nonny's not known for her
What's that?
observational skills.
She focuses on the
It's the
strangest
glasses.
things.
You can only see like this far in front of her, so.
Well, Salazar's gonna pull out
That's
like
why I
one
have
of the
the bus.
very.
Definitely gotta see at least his that far in front of me.
Salazar's gonna pull out one of his dry rations and eat that instead of Weevils. He's too pompous for that.
So, let me, is
Weevils.
it Weevil meal
I
that
heard
you've
that.
made?
I heard that. Oh, that's going in the old vault for later.
What was it?
Oh, he don't want to eat my food.
Salazar's too pompous for Weevils.
So, what kind of Weevil meal have you made? Is it Weevil meal? Like oatmeal? Weevil meal?
Mm-mm.
So
With
you're
a
like-
braised weevils
Oh, dry roasted.
with a
Okay.
nice.
How are you braising friggin' little?
You're gonna burn.
There was a lot of them.
Yeah.
They kind of clump together.
With
Sweat.
weevil
Ah.
patties.
Weevil patties.
It's like sausages.
Fried weevils.
A little bit of potato in there.
Fried some garlic and onion.
Okay.
Weevil hash.
Weevil hash for breakfast.
To be
Yeah.
fair, Kenneth has eaten a lot worse. Yeah.
How do you get worse than weevil hash?
Rotten food.
Rotting giant flesh.
Yeah. that'd do it.
Gross.
Yeah, that'll do.
Rotting
So-
arachnid.
The Weevil
Yeah,
hash
that's
gets
not good.
dished out and seems to be okay. Nobody's vomiting. Everybody's eating the Weevils.
I call that.
Some of
success.
them kind of know what it is. Others don't care. It seems to be a reasonable morning thing.
It's food.
It's food.
warm.
And
It's hot
and there's a
food
lot of it.
on a cold
and
ship.
there was a lot of Weevils.
Yeah.
Hot
yeah.
food on a cold ship. That's something to come by.
What do you know, Mr. Ration Pack?
Salazar is always warm and cold. Heartbeats twice a minute.
You can hear this crunching and this popping as people are eating
Yeah.
this
It's
this
like
Weevil
popcorn
crunch.
almost.
Almost.
Just small.
And as everybody seems to be drawn up to the galley, there's a large scream as one of the goats cry out into the lower deck, and
Cook the goat. They're not pet goats, right?
yeah, the milk for the milk.
Oh yeah, milk goats and meat goats aren't really.
And Lex, you wake
They're the
up.
weevils.
Your hair is full of hay.
Don't talk about her
Explain. Explain. Roll.
hair.
Just role play from your position.
Oh,
Everybody's
heard that.
role played where they are at. Let's role play where you're at.
Can I roll perception to see if I smelt the steak smell that he put up
Yes,
across the ship?
of course.
Just because I feel like I kind of rolled a thing. Oh, that's that one.
Nope.
She got
You smell
straw in
goats.
her nose.
You smell sweat.
Not even
You
noticed
smell
that. You're like, oh,
chickens.
this smells like
You
steak.
smell hay and pickles. There's a stench of
I'm
pickle in
gonna
here.
smell like vinegar until the day I die. So it's light. It would be light down here. Like it's
It's
light?
it has those
Floor grates.
those floor crystals that shed light in it. Each one gets dimmer and dimmer. You have enough room to kind of see down here. It's technically dim light.
I'll kind of like sit up, but like be mindful not to bang my head if there's anything low hanging. Kind of look around and see if Deximus is still there.
He is?
Is he awake?
No, he is not.
Oh,
Ah,
abuse. Am I Deximus?
You're
Deximus.
you've been tagged in.
Suddenly down in the kitchen, Nonny falls over.
Yeah.
You've been like linked. Psychic link.
Her controller has been disconnected.
Please
Kinda-
charge controllers.
DualShock sensors.
He kind of jerks awake and then sits up. He's like, who's there?
It's
He
just
looks
me.
around.
It's just me. I gotta get that voice on again.
Southern Vale.
Yes, I forgot. Well, I don't know if I can do it anymore. We should probably get some breakfast.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You want to go up those stairs and I'll go up these ones, or how we doing this?
I do believe you can walk up behind me since you walked down behind me.
Yeah, all right.
I ain't got no shame. But please pull the hay out of my hair.
Yeah, it does take a few minutes. There's a lot
Yeah,
of hay.
there was a lot of tumbling.
Okay.
Roll acrobatics. We want to see how good it really was. Nah.
Terrible.
That's 6.
Nah.
How well did he? Would that be performance or acrobatics?
Well, you said tumbling.
Athletics.
That's why.
Okay. Well, yeah, there was tumbling. Performance was.
Tripped.
I didn't.
He was amazing.
It was an
You were a
accident.
dead fish.
Yeah. You laid there. He did all the work.
You just existed in this space during this time.
Deximus was doing most of the work.
Yeah.
We take turns. It's okay.
That's starfish.
That's never as comfortable as people think it is.
No, stop that. Not the dog, you.
Yeah.
You guys get most of the hay and stuff from your persons, but there's still going to be some there.
Yeah, he is like barbed. It sticks pretty well.
You've also spent the whole night sleeping there, so
Actually sleeping as well.
yes, exactly. You do get a long rest out of the day,
That's what I went for.
and you guys move
I head
up.
for the galley. Dex, do you remember who that one is? That little short one with the frown.
Yeah, that's Nonny. She's one of the best cooks around.
No. Well, I could show you some food.
Well, I'm sure whatever's up there, she did a good job on it. She hasn't.
It smells like Wevils.
Thank you for listening to the Death Means Dialogue Entertainment Network. This has been The Depths of Fel'Than, Season 2, Episode 8, Wevils, Part A.